detailed comparison between the Kia PV5 2026 model and the Volkswagen ID Buzz 2026 model year where applicable, their specs, features, practicality, and which might best suit your needs. Vehicle Overview. 2026 Kia PV5. The PV5 is an electric van from Kia, positioned in the multi-purpose/van segment, cargo/passenger versions, and built on a dedicated EV van architecture. Its length is roughly 4,695 mm, width 1,895 mm, and wheelbase 2,995 mm. Key features: modular interior, flexible seating, especially in the passenger version, vehicle tow load, V2L, capability, powering devices from the battery, in some versions. Battery/motor, for the passenger version, 71.2 kWh battery with a 120 kW motor producing 250 Nm of torque, claimed 400 km range, WLTP, in optimal spec. For the cargo version, also offered 43.3 kWh, 51.5 kWh, and 71.2 kWh battery choices depending on variant. Practicality, in cargo spec, load volume 4.4 m superscript 3 in standard roof, growing to 5.1 m superscript 3 in high roof version. Payload for cargo version, 790 kg, standard range, or 690 kg, long range, according to some info. 2026 Volkswagen ID Buzz. The ID Buzz is an EV, van/minivan, from Volkswagen, styled with retro inspiration, VW microbus heritage, but fully electric. Dimensions vary by wheelbase, SWB vs LWB example 1 spec, length 4,712 mm, width 1,985 mm, height 1,927 mm, wheelbase 2,989 mm for SWB. Battery/powertrain, in recent review, the 91 kWh battery, single motor RWD, is listed, range 234 miles, 377 km, in US test for 2025 model, 2026 spec expected to be similar. Interior/tech, example Buzz Box modular center console, large panoramic smart glass roof option, lots of storage and flexibility. Indonesian spec listing, example range up to 487 km, WLTP, and torque 560 Nm, in certain spec, for the ID Buzz. Strengths and weaknesses. Kia PV5, strengths. Very modular and flexible interior, especially appealing for those needing multi-purpose usage, passenger plus cargo. Competitive range and charging specs relative to size, especially for a van format. Possibly lower cost entry compared to premium rivals, some reports suggest aggressive pricing. Practical design with low load floor height, for cargo version, and useful features like V2L. Kia PV5, weaknesses. Performance is modest, vehicle is more utility focused than sporty. For example, 0 to 100 km per hour 10.7 seconds in one spec. As it's a new model/segment, availability, regional specs, servicing/resale value might still be less established. Some versions may have shorter range or smaller battery, so choice of variant is important. Volkswagen ID Buzz, strengths. Strong brand heritage, distinctive styling, retro appeal plus modern EV. Spacious interior, many comfort and tech features, example large panoramic roof, modular Buzz Box. Established electric ecosystem from VW, solid fast charging and battery tech. Potentially stronger performance, 0 to 60 miles per hour 6.6s in test. Volkswagen ID Buzz, weaknesses. Price is likely higher, premium niche, compared to more utilitarian models. Some reviewers mention interior materials or finish, particularly lower trims, feel less premium. The Connected by Henry Mann. Depending on region, the exact specs, battery size, range, may be less favorable compared to competition or smaller vehicles. Which one might suit you? Given you are in Indonesia, Banda Aceh, and presumably looking at vehicles in local/regional context, here are some thoughts. If you value versatility, perhaps want both passenger and cargo usage, example family plus occasional goods transport, and want a strong EV van solution, the PV5 has a lot of appeal. If you prefer premium feel, more brand cachet, maybe more passenger-oriented technology/comfort, rather than purely cargo, then the ID Buzz may be the better fit. Consider local service/parts/support. VW has an established presence in many markets. Kia also does, but the specific model, PV5, might have later arrival in certain regions. Consider charging infrastructure locally, fast charging availability, whether the model supports the compatible plug/voltage, etc. Consider seat count/size, if you need a larger capacity, example 7 seats, long wheelbase version, check which variant you'll get locally. Consider cost, initial purchase price, maintenance, EV incentives in Indonesia, availability of the model. For cargo use, business, note PV5's low load floor and strong modular cargo specs might give it an edge. That's a fantastic comparison. The 2026 Kia PV5 and the Volkswagen ID Buzz are two of the most exciting electric vans entering the market, especially with their combination of retro-futuristic styling and modern EV capabilities. Here is a detailed comparison based on the available information, focusing on their key differences in specifications and philosophy. Key takeaways. Price and value. The Kia PV5 is positioned to be significantly more affordable than the ID Buzz, especially for commercial and entry-level passenger models. It aims to be a volume leader by offering an excellent value proposition. Range and performance. The VW ID Buzz generally offers higher battery capacity, up to 86 kWh LWB, and a greater WLTP driving range, up to 302 miles, as well as more powerful motor options, up to 335 HP AWD. The PV5's range of up to 256 miles is solid but less than the top-tier Buzz. Flexibility and customization. The PBV Strategy. This is the PV5's greatest advantage. Its platform beyond vehicle, PBV, architecture is designed for extreme modularity. The front cabin and chassis are largely consistent, allowing for various rear modules to be swapped for purposes like delivery, ride-hailing, mobility, wave, or camping. The ID Buzz is flexible, but the PV5 is built to be a true transformer. Design and appeal. The ID Buzz capitalizes on the beloved microbus heritage with its retro-chic styling, two-tone paint, and premium interior details. The PV5 has a more functional, modern, and boxy aesthetic, prioritizing space and practicality. Cargo space. The PV5, with its boxier shape and dedicated EV platform, is expected to offer competitive or even superior maximum cargo volume when the seats are folded/removed compared to the ID Buzz. In short, the Kia PV5 is the practical, cost-effective, highly modular EV van for maximum versatility, while the Volkswagen ID Buzz is the premium, high-style option with better performance and overall driving range.